Hello guys, welcome to my channel BST African Electronic Surgery on a Tuesday. So what do we have? We have some kind of job from the capital city of Zimbabwe, that is Harare. This job, the owner phoned me yesterday. He said, I'm sending 2 motherboards because he's fixing things there. People, they are fixing things all over the country. But things are not easy to fix, okay? So obviously he checked, because he's also a technician specializing in laptops. He checked what he checked. He couldn't fix these motherboards. They sent it here. So let's see if we can fix these motherboards, okay? But before that, let's read this letter quickly. To BST African Electronic Surgery, I have sent 2 motherboards for laptops which are not powering on. I checked, but no joy. I'm a technician specializing in laptop repairs in the capital city of Zimbabwe, that is Harare. I was inspired how you fix various kind of gadgets on YouTube, and finally I subscribed to your YouTube channel. Help me if those motherboards are fixable. From Laptech Technologies, Harare CBD contacts. Thank you, my subscriber. So this is the second job from a subscriber, because last time I fixed it, there was an Acer motherboard which was not turning on from the second capital city, that is Bulawayo. Now we have Acer motherboard also, and this one looks like it's an HP G3 motherboard. So where to start? The owner said you can fix if they are fixable. If they are not, just resend back. So let's start with the HP. Yeah, what do I need? Obviously, I have to look for an HP charger here. We found the HP charger. This charger is ours, it's not for the customer. $18.75, okay. Plug in. We have power on light. Trust me, this is not an easy fault to fix based on what I see at first, because if we have the light, that means my 19 volts power rail is present, my 3.3 volts power rail is present, and maybe we have a different issue. But let's see why the customer sent this to us. On the plus we have 19. Here we have a big MOSFET. On the output of the first MOSFET, 18. On the current sensor, 18. On any power supply, 18. What about on those coils? 0, 0, 0, 0. Here we have ENE chip. Let's look for some ceramic capacitors around the chip. We must have 3.3. 3.3, you see. 3.3. So we have 19, we have 3.3. What I have to check next? Obviously, I'll check on the power on button. Check on the power button, 3.3. So why did the customer send this board to us? Let's try to power on this board with a tweezer because I don't have the switch. And we have light. Okay, what I want to do, maybe it's a display, but he said they are not powering on. So what I want to do, I think we can use the HDMI. Let's use the HDMI and try to power on this board. On, and it's working. So why did the customer send this to us? You see? You see on the screen, no bootable device found. It's working. So I'm disappointed. Let's check the next board. So yeah, I'm disappointed with the first motherboard for HP G3. The customer sent two motherboards like non-working, and the first motherboard is working. I tested, it's working. So I don't understand why he said it's not working. But in electronics, yeah, I have seen that a lot of times. A customer will come, my phone is not working. I just touch the phone, I put on charge, I see everything is working. Even a laptop, that happens so many times. So it's very possible that he tried, but the motherboard did not respond. He thought maybe it was dead. But the first one is good. So this is the second one for Acer. So let's see. We have the charging port here, which is connected here. And on the other side, we have like two MOSFETs in serial mode. So I'll put my test meter on diode. Diode. Let's check on the input of the first MOSFET. It's good. Second, it's not shorted to ground. Third, the output of the first MOSFET is not shorted to ground. The input of the second MOSFET is not shorted to ground. The output 0 0. You see? So our main 19 volts power rail is shorted to ground. Okay. So how do we find the shorted component? Because we have thousands of components. We have MOSFETs, we have ceramic capacitors, we have a lot of chips there. it's very hard to find the problem. But the easy way is to come with amps and see what is getting hot. So what I will do, I'll come with the power supply. Okay, 1 second. So let's come with the power supply and see what is getting hot here. We have the shorted main 19 volts power rail and 8, even with 8 volts, you can see my power supply is set on a limit 8 volts around the 3.4 amps, and there's voltage drop to 1 volts and is taking mass current. Let's see what is getting hot. Well, something is taking that current. Here, I will show you what is getting hot. I'll show you 1 second. Well, this is job from another tech, so he requested to make us a video, so this video has to be clear so that you will see what was the problem. Okay, let's see now what is getting hot. Well, before that, let's just inspect our motherboard. Let's just do a small inspection on the motherboard. We have those MOSFETs on the input. That's the first MOSFET, second MOSFET. The output here is shorted to ground. Okay. More things. Let's inspect our body just to see everything is okay. So what I will do, I'll show you what is getting hot. I want you to see we have these 4 capacitors on these are ceramic capacitors connected on the input of every power supply on motherboard. So something here is not right here. That's where our problem is. But we don't know which capacitor exactly is shorted. So I'll use alcohol. Let's see what is getting hot here. Let's see. Let's use alcohol here. Let's come with the power. We want to pay attention to the capacitor. power released. Voltage injected, released. Voltage injected. I have suspicious about the second cap. This one. This one. But let's raise the current. Want to see clearly 4 amps. Want to see clearly what's going on here. Voltage injected. Which one is our problem here? On those 4 guys. Voltage injected. You know what? Let's take out the second capacitor. Let's take out the second one. I think I'll just show you the problem. Here we have 4 capacitors, and I think the second one is misbehaving. Let's take out the second capacitor here. I can bet it's the second one. Second one is out. Let's check for short again. You see, there's no more short again. So the second capacitor was shorted. We want to replace that capacitor. Let's do proper jobs here. Let's replace that capacitor. I know even without the capacitor the motherboard will still work fine, but let's replace the capacitor. Let's replace. That's fine. All what is left is to test. That's all what is left. Let's see now. We have the charger plugged. Let's see now if we now have a working motherboard. I don't want to disappoint my subscriber, especially from such a faraway city. What do you have here? We have 19.16, 19 after the second MOSFET, 19 on those ceramic capacitors where I replaced 119. On the microcontroller startup chip, 3.36, you see. On the power button connector, 3.15. So we have all the voltage necessary for the motherboard to turn on. So what is left? I will turn on with a tweezer because obviously we don't have the switch connector first pin, second pin to ground, fan is spinning, and we have LED here, you see. So it's working, but we need to check more here to make sure everything is okay. So I'll use my HDMI. Here we plug in, we check again with the HDMI on. Again on. You can see a big Acer. Our motherboard is working fine. Where is my remote so that we can see clearly? So one more time, let's plug in the charger. Pay attention to the screen. I'll power on with the tweezer. I'll short second pin to ground. Our board is now on. Acer, you can see the Acer sign, and it's working. Insert boot device, because there's no hard drive there. So this job is done. So all our boards, they are working fine. The first one which we fixed, which we checked for HP G3 is working, but the customer sent it to us as non-working. So in this case, I'll be a fair person to my guy from the capital city of Zimbabwe, from Harare, the capital city of Zimbabwe. So we charge him the cost of repairing one motherboard instead of two. Okay, so everything is working fine. We have display, the fan is spinning at full speed. You see? You can hear the sound of the fan, and we have LED here. We have display. So what I will do, we will repackage all the two motherboards tomorrow. The customer will pay will pay for one motherboard instead of two, because I have to be a fair person. So this is how you can fix a motherboard with short to ground, coming with amps and see what is getting hot, because with a multimeter you can't see short. We have many components. We have MOSFETs, we have ceramic capacitors, we have chips, we have some diodes, a lot of things. It's very hard to find the problem where your short is, but it's easy with some amps. That is if you don't have thermal camera. If you have thermal camera, you will be on the advantage You just see what is getting hot there. But I don't have a thermal camera, but I think I will buy one in the future. But at the moment we have to work with what we have. So let me know what you think, and where you think need to be improved. And this job is done. Like, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. See you on the next one. Bye.